skinny penis, skinny penis, skinny penis, skinny penis. 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 Penis, 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 skinniness, penis, penis, penis. Skinny penis. Skinny penis. 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 Penis, penis.
Files the biggest class action against LAPD for brutalizing minors. They've been holding on to it because of what's happening.
You sent me another $5 to say fix your man voice.
How about we put that guy? How about we ban him?
Well, he could keep sending $5. Put him to work.
That's all he has.
I keep deleting his. He's gonna be sleeping on the floor tonight.
Penis, penis. Penis, penis.
Why is this not fucking loading? Okay, there we go.
What is it, like 20 men? 20 men and 4 women?
What are my pronouns? Your dash mom. That's my pronouns. Why that helicopter's all the way down there? M energy. Appreciate you, RJ. Yeah, no, there's not much going on right now.
Oh, there. I knew these cops are gonna clear this out fast. There's the kids scatter like roaches.
I'm just here in case any other cops trip.
It was kind of crazy for a second, but now it's not. Now it's nothing. What's going on, man? Oh, TV. What is on dog TV anyway? I've never actually looked. There's something there. Bunch of dogs.
I don't even know what they're saying.
There's not any content there, but it's called dog TV. What is that? Hey, look at all this shit that Woke's got up right now, though.
Se está saboreando la que se chupó anoche.
The fuck did that go, SA? I don't even know what browser that was.
Cigarette. I need a cigarette.
What browser is that? It just pops up when I use the YouTube thing, but top of it. Woke's getting on it. Woke has just got up 14 minutes ago. They must. My God, look how many fucking kids are out there streaming on TikTok.
Te están hablando a ti también.
All LA kids. Oh look, see, I always pick the best one, dude. You no need for all that noise. What about watching a kid stream? I don't want to do.
Hey, deberíamos de hacer un minuto de silencio por todas las que se ha tragado esta. Sí, sí. Oh, también el otro, sí.
We're still $75.
Las dos.
Waste of oxygen with the camera.
Yeah.
Can you move closer to the chicken?
Plus, this lady's a bitch. You didn't know. Like, look at this earlier.
Let me see it again. No. There we go. Look at this. Right there. Oh my God, right on the face. Oh my God, I can't believe I saw that. That was the most iconic thing I've ever seen.
She's not done.
Just keep talking.
I'm not done talking about how awesome it was. Was it all before that?
They are going home.
And must have been before that.
Costal con patas. Es costales.
Why am I? God damn it! No wonder. And why would you put it on the Spanish speaker audio? Why would Woke do that? Does it make any sense?
Let's see it again.
Woke is too fucking woke.
We need to see it again.
Woke is retarded. Woke is a new word for retard.
Right there. Oh my God, right on the face.
Like, are you fucking serious right now, Woke? Do you think you're in Spain? Do you think you're in Mexico? You fucking asshole. Nobody cater to the Spanish speakers. Woke is too far. Dude, she showed it twice. I might be missing the moment where she was all stoked on it. But you can tell she's definitely super stoked on it because she wants to keep showing it. Why does the motherfucker have two skateboards? It's a skateboard shield? Okay. Look what I made. It's legal too because it's a skateboard. Should make skateboarding illegal. Skateboarding in public spaces is now illegal. I would get behind that actually. Because they're stupid fucking loud every time they come by my place. Whether it's on the sidewalk or in the alley. Loud as fuck for no reason, sometimes late. Like, what are you doing riding your skateboard at 12 o'clock at night, you tweaker? And then they're always like grinding on people's shit and putting that nasty ass curb wax on stuff and just slide a little further. The fuck are you supposed to get that shit off? You need some special cleaner to get that off? It's wax. And then they actually grind the paint off or they mess shit up for no reason. Get out of here. Get out of here, kid. I'm the old man now. Go to a park or something with that shit. And I have a skateboard. It's a longboard though. I do have a shorter board too though. I use them. I was young and dumb. I hit my head so many times riding that fucking thing. I got brain damage. Like, who the hell rides a skateboard and wears a helmet? It's extra gay. No one, actually. I never see any skateboarders riding down the street with a helmet on. And I almost got my head ran over. Ride a skateboard. They're probably the dumbest mode of transportation we have. I feel like it's dumber than roller skates.
You guys doing overtime?
It's just stupid crazy. Like, or dangerous. Dangerous. I'm not the only one. Oh, that's... Oh. And the faster you go, the harder you fall, though. I'm not good at popping up on curves and shit, though. That's where I fucked up. I tried to pop up on a curb after going out in the street. It was even the low part where cars drive in, and I still couldn't pop that. Fucking accidentally got hung up with the wheels, man. And I fell into traffic, and there was this kid at the bus stop, and I was like, how close was that car to my head? His eyes were fucking wide open. He's like real close. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thanks, kid. Little black kid. I'll never forget it, and the look on his face. But it was like I could have fucking died right there, dude. The skateboards are so stupid. I've never almost died on another form of transport besides a car.
Hey, sir, how do you feel that Malcolm X would spit on your face? Sir, how do you feel that
Okay, a bike too. Actually, I forgot about that. When I was a kid, and his fucking car didn't see me cut in front of him.
What's up, drones? I am back in LA.
Got lucky, he finally looked up. It's easier to die on a skateboard than a bicycle, I feel.
One of them is 5 foot. If that.
So out of curiosity, are you guys going to hold your own kids accountable, or you guys are going to let it fly like y'all do?
Danny Yeah, yes.
Four-wheeler? Yeah.
We can't keep spamming this though. So I'm gonna put you in timeout for 24
Yeah,
hours.
maybe.
You wrote it like 10
Center of
times.
gravity. Just make it a little
Responded.
harder.
It was funny at first, maybe.
Shorter people. Like, do you think that
After the 10
dwarfs are
time,
like
you
the
gotta call it
best for
quits there, buddy.
skateboarding? Why aren't there more dwarf skateboarders?
I know, Drone. I'm so happy I caught that. San Diego, nice,
I
jealous.
think they'd have the best.
San Diego, so pretty.
Because they still got the strength of a regular human's appendages.
They can literally leave. There's like
Or center of
literally
gravity.
nobody left
A
out
midget
here.
couldn't do it. They wouldn't be strong enough.
Downtown LA, in front of the Federal
Like, why did we get rid of these terms? They're important. It's not, they aren't just all little people. There are midgets, which don't have normal sized extremities, and there are dwarfs, which do. There's a huge difference in the two. One of them looks like a fucking toddler, and the other one looks like they could be like 10 or 12. But no, now they're all just little people. We just clump them all into the same category, even though we already had a good system going.
But their feelings were hurt. My feelings were hurt hearing it. Hearing her say it hurts my feelings.
It's more than that, I think. I don't even think their feelings were hurt. Karen's feelings were hurt.
No comment there.
I hurt for you having to be called that every day. I hurt for you. Let's change that for you.
I feel like that's what happened, really. Like, yeah, whatever. Okay, what's in it for me? The money? Like, English is a very precise language, and they're trying to make it less precise. Called idiocracy, just make us dumber. Slowly making us dumber. Their word changes. Unplanned sex. What? Unplanned? That's an understatement. Oh. I mean, I've had unplanned sex before. You know what I'm saying? I think most people who have been in a relationship have had some unplanned sex. So when you wake up in the morning and she's horny as hell, and you're like, well then, I guess you're raping me then. I never thought that. Honey, I'm gonna have to call the authorities on this. This was not planned. Oh, that's like, that's a thing. We're calling it that instead. You can't say kidnapping, you have to say,
Now they're leaving.
well, disappeared. You can't say murdered, you have to say, or killed, you have to say unalived. Like, what the fuck are we doing? We're letting the AI control us at this point. Algorithm. Not this guy. I fucked over 3 other channels, let's do a 4th, baby. Dude, I love unplanned sex. It's my favorite. The best part of waking up is unplanned sex. That's fact. You give me a better waking up scenario than that, dude. There's not one. What are you gonna fucking take a hit of crack beforehand?
Yes, it's pretty much all cleared out.
Pretty sure a crackhead just went through my my recycling this morning. Dude, I dump all my bags out to try to get them not to go through my shit. I watched him roll up to it. As soon as he saw it all dumped out, he just busted out fucking laughing. He was rolling, like walking across the street, touching his tummy laughing and shit on it. He came back laughing, looking at it like, what the fuck? He still picked through that motherfucker, but he was laughing throughout the time. He was doing it too, because I don't know, man. This shit was like full, that's why. It's like mostly cat cans. I don't know what he was laughing at either. The fact that it was so many cat cans, it was like he'd never seen it. You're actually supposed to do that, dude. Like the city doesn't want there to be trash bags in the recycling bin at all. Like, so I'm like, I dump it all out the morning of, like a bunch of noise out there. Do what the city wants me to do. Doing that. I don't know. Why do I feel better him getting it than someone who looks like they're illegal? I was like, you know what? I'll let him. Because, dude, if it would have been an illegal, I would have fucking yelled at him probably. I'm going to be real about it. I do that. I'm a little bit upset about Latinos going through my trash. If the black guy starts going through it, I might let him slide. There's your reparations. You know what I'm saying? That's my way of giving back for all that bullshit my ancestry did or whatever. You know? There's my ring. But I didn't do shit to you Latinos, alright? Getting the rest of my recycling right now. Alright. Yeah, he left, with the black, he left like all the cans in there. He got most of the plastic. You got some of my beer cans. I don't know why you didn't take any of the cat cans. They take those, but whatever. Like they take those too. I clean them all out.
Concentration camp. Hey,
Yeah, he had a pretty good attitude about the whole. I mean, I guess that's partially also why I just let it slide, because I got to see him like break out laughing about
some
it.
people down there also.
I didn't want to mess up the moment and be like, hey, get the fuck out of here. I'll do that shit though. Regards gratitude over my trash.
Get riding a scooter.
And it's worth a lot. That's what the cats are thinking whenever I'm emptying their litter boxes out every morning. Like, I don't know what's so valuable about that stuff, but he sure makes sure to collect it every morning. He seems mad. Like I didn't get enough for him. I'll try better today. Like I know he could be giving me some treats for all the money he's getting from all that.
Oh, it's you. How are you?
Hey, what's up?
Good to see you.
How's it going?
Good. I like your constant compliments. For real. It was nice talking to you.
I do not like how this fucking thing gets over his shoulder blade like that. It hurts him at all. His chip. Like he's the only one whose chip I can feel all the time on accident. I kind of don't like my bed.
What is that? A speaker? You gonna play some music?
You fucking put it right there.
Nice. A speaker, I don't know. Gonna put on a performance? Okay.
The Edward R. Oil and Robert Young Federal Building Facility is closed to the public. You are directed to leave federal property immediately. All individuals, including press and journalists, may not remain on the closed federal property and must depart from the federal property. Federal property includes any area within the fence line. Please depart by moving to the sidewalk or across the street off federal property. Failure to follow this order to depart federal property is a violation of federal law. If you remain on federal property in violation of this order, you may be subject to arrest, criminal citation, or physical removal. Using any necessary and reasonable force, including the deployment of crowd-controlled chemical munitions.
Shout out Abel, appreciate you.
I knew it. I even posted in someone's chat that was like, oh man, this is about to get crazy. And I saw the cops starting to push the kids. I commented on their chat, I was like, no, the kids are gonna scatter, this is under control. This is like an hour later, kids are all gone, it's under control. I'm pretty much an expert at this point.
Cowards, especially the ones up top there. Cowards, why would you be taking surveillance against your own people? Because you're a domestic terrorist, right? That's right. That's why you're videotaping and taking pictures of American citizens, because you are domestic terrorists.
My eyes are burning, I don't know why. It's been like this for like 2 days.
The domestic terrorist is upstairs. You guys want to talk about more? The domestic terrorist is upstairs. No, the law, right? What's worse, standing in the parking lot or pedophilia?
Because they're a top chat war.
Yeah, you could definitely.
No, this is LA.
Guys, I'm out of beer. It's my fourth. I need a fourth one. I mean, I've had 3. Am I okay?
Not much going on.
He's such a sweetheart. Hey boy, got so much fur on his paws. It just comes out of the bottom of his paws. I look it up. I don't need to mess with it unless it gets mad at it or something.
Damn, what'd I do?
I had a cat with so much fur. First long hair, I think, since I was a kid.
There's some people here that I do believe will be protecting you if we're not here when
The other one's name, I think, was Fluffy.
Alright, I think I'm gonna leave. And I'll just come back if anything happens, but my phone's almost dead. And it's literally just some people sitting on a curb doing nothing.
Yeah, but look. Look at this shit. This is how many streamers are out there right now.
Alright, I think I'm gonna leave. And I'll just come back if anything happens, but my phone's almost dead. And it's literally just some people sitting on a curb doing nothing. I'll stay in the area though, and then just come back if anything happens, but I need to charge my phone.
Yeah, we were like on the other corner.
water.
Hello.
Yes.
What, bring some water over down? Hey.
Where'd you guys park?
Yes.
Where'd you guys park?
Right. Todo bien. About 11.
Oh, okay.
You coming with us? Grab something.
What's up, brother?
My car is right here. I got a case of water as well.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I mean...
Well, no, I was going to grab some.
Got a case of beer, baby.
We're gonna
Fucking
bring water.
lightweights.
Okay? Because I seen the video.
Oh, the rest. Yes, that was happening.
Now it's a protest party.
Checking up on you. I text you.
Yeah. So Mark was out of socket. Let's bring it perfect.
Like you said, it was a problem. Anybody could walk in and
Dude, woke is so dead lately. They've had 3 people say something. They've been live for 42 minutes.
I seen the video. I told my brother,
Oh, so it's gonna be a clout chase. Remaining the people there.
I seen you out here earlier.
Yes, yeah, I've been out here all day.
I just came back from San Jose. I went to go do a show up there. And I got up at 9. I was like, I'm going to go over here, right? So I took a shower. Hey, practice, lay down, man. I fell asleep.
And there was no issue, no protester, no fighting, no nothing. It was huge. Like, I was so happy. We put it together. The kids did all their own shit. It's just like me, we're going to be here. So they tried to make it. So we're going to move back. Been out
Might already be PUBG time, man. We're gonna do a fucking... I can hear this on the weekends. I might have it in Quinceañera. Honestly, I don't need to be here to hear it. Apparently there's been a gender-affirming air
Good morning,
calls
everybody. Thank you for joining us.
in
My
Minnesota.
name is Rep. Lee Kozlowski, Ozawa Anaquad. Yellow
hear
Cloud
how
is my
dumb
Ojibwe name.
this
I
is.
use
Look at
they, them
this gay
pronouns.
wad.
I'm really proud to represent Duluth and also a
They're
proud
only gay
two-spirit
wads if they're
person
trannies, by the way.
and trans non-binary person, member of our caucus here.
Gay wad.
We're here because, as you
two of
know,
them.
Children's Minnesota is one of a handful of pediatric hospitals across the country facing relentless federal intimidation, including threats of investigation, revoked
I'm
funding,
allowed to not like
and even
trannies,
potential
okay?
civil
One
or
did me
criminal
extremely dirty.
penalties.
Fucking
Their decision that was announced
catfishing
yesterday
motherfucker.
to pause certain gender-affirming care services is a direct result of these escalating federal campaign attacks to punish hospitals for doing exactly what every hospital should be doing, and that is providing evidence-based, life-saving care to patients and families. We're gathered here as lawmakers, as community leaders, and most importantly, families and children who are deeply disappointed and gutted by this decision nonetheless. And it has
does
sent
look like Portland,
shockwaves
Andy.
across our
That's a
state
very
and across the country.
keen eye you
And
have
I just
there.
want to say to every single trans, non-binary, two-spirit youth out there, you have every right to feel sad, to feel heartbroken, and to feel pissed off.
That's right.
Yo, and we got
You are loved and
Greta
lovable,
Thunberg back here.
and
Holy
you
shit.
deserve the care just as any other kid in this state and this country deserves. Children's
Put her
has
hair
been a beacon of hope and joy, providing compassionate, evidence-based care to youth and families, rooted in body autonomy, care, compassion, and belonging. And I will say that as representing Greater Minnesota and families who have come seeking refuge across the country, this will have an outsized impact. Even a so-called temporary pause causes massive disruptions for care, breaks trust between patients and providers and the families.
I'm not
is
watching this whole
unshakable.
thing,
or
dude.
longer.
I just want to see the other tranny talking. Oh, this is a
The
different
federal
one. Look,
and
there's another one.
gender-affirming medical
That's
care.
a man, by the way.
The federal government has
right?
spent
That's
years
totally a man.
demonizing trans kids and their parents,
You're a
terrorizing their
man,
medical providers.
lady. Keep telling yourself that.
Or practicing gender children and adults.
That's that.
and their
Yeah,
access to
you're a
gender-affirming
woman,
care.
lady.
The Minnesota Queer
Sure.
Caucus, along with our DFL
One
colleagues,
ugly ass lady.
support
There used
from
to be
Governor
able to
Walz
be
and
ugly
Lieutenant
ladies
Governor
like
Peggy
this.
Flanagan
Anytime I
built
see
the
a lady this
strongest
ugly,
trans
I
refuge
instantly
state
think
in
it's a
America.
man. Instantly. There's no waiting. Like, you're an ugly ass woman. You must be a man. There are no ugly women anymore. Just grannies. There's pretty women and then there are trannies. That's the world I live in. If you're ugly, you have to prove you're not a tranny now. I need to know that your vagina self-lubricates. That's the only way. That's the only test we got until we start putting it on their IDs. They should have to put it in like then make them put the fucking rainbow flag. No, the tranny flag. You can put a little teddy bear on their fucking ID. They probably like that. They like kitty shit.
I got a dice dog.
You know what I mean? They should have that little teddy bear.
I got a dice dog.
End of it.
Because they all knew they were trannies from birth.
Van a la iglesia también con el uniforme.
Hey, do you guys know that when they're done with us, they're going to throw you in there anyways? Yeah, DHS, or what do you,
A
what
small
the fuck do you
child,
think white
yes.
supremacy means?
With like a
What do you
blank
think it means?
area over where the penis, like a Lego man, like a naked Lego man.
White supremacy?
No gender.
Fuck
Genderless
you,
kid.
DHS. You guys are the fucking white supremacists. You tell me. Are you guys DEI Nazis now? Are you guys fucking DEI now? You guys are diversifying the clan? Look at there, a Clantino, a Ku Klux Klan member, and another Clantino right there.
Right.
Two
See,
for the prize
that's the thing that these people don't realize is that ICE and
Y allá está uno arriba, miren, se
Border
está
Patrol
moviendo.
are like
Ya te vi.
50% minority.
Allá está arriba.
That's a pretty high minority ratio
Ahí se está moviendo de
for
arriba. Aquí miren en la esquinita.
employees.
Ahí está. Ahí.
He's talking shit about
Ahí
it.
está.
Acting like they're
Ahí está, sí.
Uncle Toms or whatever.
No, allá. Aquí.
That should tell them something, shouldn't it?
Arriba en la ventana.
Look at all these closeted homosexuals with matching outfits.
Why do they want us all to be gay, dude? It's so
So gay with those matching outfits.
they don't know what side they're even on.
To wear matching outfits.
Están dos arriba, sí.
Because if they were true Democrats, they would be all about getting that gay vote. They're anarchists. That's how I know they're anarchists. Anytime they say some shit about gay shit, they're anarchists. Democrat wouldn't do that. A Democrat would realize that's making their movement look bad. making it look like hypocrites. But anarchists, well, they won't give a fuck. They'll just go there and want to talk shit to the police. They're on neither side. It's just that the Democrats give them a stage, platform. When if this were like Republicans, Democrats would not give us a stage. Like the Republicans let them do their thing and bullshit, but if Democrats were in charge and a bunch of fucking Proud Boys were out there going off, how long do you think it would last? It's all bullshit. It was supposed to be live tonight in Portland, right? Wacky wall walkers. Wacky wall walkers. Wacky wall walkers. Is there a commercial?
We'll be right back. Thank you. I'm gonna go to my car. Okay.
Wacky wall walkers.
Quiero ir por agua.
Kellogg's Apple Jacks, made with real apples. An appley sweet part.
Dude, I used to love that cereal. It's pretty good.
Coming at you free, your own
wacky
wall
walker. There it is.
And crawls down walls and even glows in the dark. It's wacky and free in Apple Jacks.
Maybe that's where I got mine at.
Aquí andamos. El sol, estamos asoleadas.
I used to eat that. Fruit Loops a lot. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Honeycomb, Cookie Crunch. What? Cookie Crunch? You having cookies for breakfast, baby?
El sentimiento es diferente.
The guys fill them out and then we pay the postage to get them mailed. But so that's an example of broadening our actions. Postcards, telephone trees, anything like that that you can think of. The third thing was, it's supposed to be involvement.
Alright, let's see.
Increase involvement in our teams and our membership. So, you know, we have several teams here. We have an action team who plans our protest and our actions, our outdoor actions. We have a communications team that makes sure every social media known to man gets updated whenever we do something, and also gets our press out.
What is this shit?
As protest, so that the people who disagree with me can say what they want to say, as well as I can say what I want to say. So, so we have several different teams, and we want to increase our membership. So what we would like to ask you tonight is to write any ideas about how we can do any one of these three things on a sticky note, and then we want you to bring your sticky note up here and put it on the poster that goes with your idea.
Hell is she wearing, dude?
Drill those down. Just because we made these our priority, it doesn't mean we're not going to do other things. We just needed to pick three things that we could really concentrate on and kind of drill down. Anybody have any questions?
It's like a sweater, but not a sweater.
Yes.
I have a question. So when
Poncho
you're talking
sweater.
about like this rapid response group that Lisa's trying to create with the ICE response, and the involvement in these specific breakout groups for different issues. So how are these teams communicating with each other?
I am the queen dim lady.
Like a signal messaging?
We very much use Signal, and one of our goals is to get all of you onto Signal. Our individual teams.
Wait, Signal? Bro, she's talking about the Signal though. Talking about the Signal though, bro. So you can get the ICE agents information and shit. Alright, it's about PUBG time, baby. Baby boy. This shit all boring. I'm not gonna allow that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Got time for that shit. I need to get the recycling first though, so you guys are gonna watch nothing while I do that. That sound. Dave, no. I'm gonna go out there and flip everybody I can off. Out of here. In my neighborhood. What are you doing in my neighborhood? My neighborhood. What are you fucking doing here?
From the King's Mountain view, here from a wild dream come true. Feast like a sultan I do, on treasures and flesh never few. But I would wish it all away if I thought I'd lose you just one day.
Ay, 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 ay. My cat. Get out. Beep, beep. Beep. Can't do casuals. Oh, so we gotta go in then. Looks like we wait. What? Oh, here's the real painter. Little bum one. Those are the original lyrics. I had to change them. Yo, I touched solid cat pee just now. It can solidify somehow the minerals if it's. Maybe they need to drink more water or something. Oh, Penelope back there hanging out. The outside. Oh my god, I gotta remember to give Sweet Pea her toothpaste after dinner. Dinner's in an hour, Sweet Pea. I can't believe how much food I probably wasted giving these outdoor cats over the years. I was supposed to give them so much less. Crazy. I needed the AI to correct me.
Diamond shining on my grill like a flashlight. If you watching me, you wrong. Need to get your cash right. No, little boy, you wrong. You get caught, you get life. And if it's gas, catch you slipping, you get cut, you get sliced. High price to go viral for that Instagram.
Boy, Williams in the house. I really gotta get that inspection done soon so I can get my car registered. I'm like a month late. I think we're supposed to be done. The first every year or something. I don't know when it's supposed to be done actually. But I think it's around here sometime. Maybe it depends on like when I licensed the vehicle originally. When I originally got the plates or something. Probably. I don't think they prorated it.
This is the rhythm of
The roar. This is the rhythm of the
This is the rhythm of the
I forgot how long these games took to load, dude. We're at 3.5 minutes right now. Oh, maybe it is different with those. They probably all have to renew at the same time. matter the person. It would make sense. 420. Are we going for 9 minutes this time? For a load in? 9 minutes? Are we gonna double where we're at right now? No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not gonna beat the record. I think it's the longest I've been willing to wait. Actually, I can't even remember if that game started. There are times where I've just given up on it. Last night I gave up on it pretty early, but we were in too deep. Where you going? What are you doing? Look for me. Check me out. Cash me outside.
Nuke Radio.
Cash. Ow. I wonder how she's doing, man. She just had the domestic violence shit going on last I saw her. I'm not really that sociable. You know what I'm talking about? He was having some domestic violence shit going on last I heard. Get the fuck off me, you naked Sasquatch. Naked. Nobody knows. I guess I am up to date more than most people. Brain capacity or something. I need to use it for something else probably. Why am I taking so long to fall compared to them? Did I do something wrong? What if I need this? So I might need all of it. Let's get out of here. Ooh! Ooh! I didn't even see that until just now. The rhythm of the night. Hopefully they just are fucking oblivious right now and I don't get shot in the back of the fucking head. Yeah, I need a long range. I'll take this, fuck it. We're just gonna pop all this on there, bing bing bing. Now we got a long range and short range. There's another bike right there. Oh, I thought... I will do that, we're gonna do that. I don't need this. Oh, I still need that. I don't need these. Oh my god. Alright, let's just make this a made man right here. They won't be able to change this once I make it this. Like they can't put another skin on it now because it's a custom skin. somebody has to raid. We see that fucker later, we'll know, so. No one's here. I don't know, that looks like it might be looted. Nice for longer range. I don't do. The same caliber when I don't have much of that caliber. So, alright, I gotta turn around. Wrong way. Oh, now I gotta go around. Shit. Oh, no. You gotta work the throttle. You got it. Like, I'm pulling back, hard pull. Whenever I start doing something like that, it still just barely recovers. Alright, now let's go find solo. Oh shit! Oh my god. My life flashed before my eyes. See anybody on the horizon? I like that easy kill. Hopefully, I don't know if I had the pistol. I had the pistol in my hand, right? What's going on over here? What in the hell? Right there. Where's this guy going? Oh, you got so lucky right there. Must be a bot. He's still at the tree right there. Oh my god. took a while, man. I had to get Bob to get it. I don't have time for it. Alright, where did he die at? No, I didn't even get a gas can in this game. Oh, bro. Going, where we headed? Let's go this way. There's another bike right there! Why do I need anything else? I got what I need. Why is that car upside down right there? Right here. Holy shit. There. That was where I'm at, probably. That was hard to hear on repositioning. Is he? I could hear him somewhere in this house. There he is. What the fuck am I doing right now? She had a level 3 vest and helmet on that. I had a level 1. Yeah, I had a level 2 vest with a level 1 helmet. That was dicey. Take that out. Thank you. You didn't let me pull my pistol out. I like doing the pistol thing. Hit me all of a sudden, like, yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker. Wish I could find a repair kit now. That would be extra sweet. Alright. I want that. No, I don't want that. It's just that I had the 2 times on this. And the red dot. 9 mil. I want it. My compound. What do I do with it? I have crowbars. That's not what I want. Excellent. Asking why to shoot at me. Those trees are blocking my view right there. Interesting. Fucking ripped through me, dude. If I needed that red dot, dude, my 2 times up close doesn't move quickly enough. That's why I put it on the pistol the first time. But I'm surprised how he ripped through me. Like, I had a level 3 vest. I know it wasn't 100%, but got a headshot. I'm just gonna put suspect of cheating. Just because, I don't know. All it does. Maybe I'll work. A little odd. He was able to just lock onto me. Pray. Insta death. At level 90. Oh, is that the car right there? And he's gonna have to push so fast. Well, I mean, he's gonna have a little time though, because he's almost there. So. That phase 5 burn to it. Oh, he's not at the car, that's a bush. That was him though. Oh, there's 2 of them. That was probably a bot. Back to the Jeep technique. He's got brown hands. Not even gloves, they're just brown hands. Oh damn, that same guy got him. Yo mama got him. That's something. One of those. Make that one so I can shorten it. Guy here. Oh mama, the level 44. Had the game like 2 weeks, loving it. Absolutely owning it with his Cronus axe. I wish it would show us like their stats that they had so far in the game right now. Doesn't do that. Yo, look at all these damn boxes. What the hell's going on? They're like, fight it out. Get out there, bitches. It must be both on the side, yeah. Oh, this guy. That's the last guy? No. That's the third guy. So... There he is. Oh. Oh, mama is coming in to show everybody how it's done. A level 44. Amazing. Olympic level showmanship. Can't be done though. He hasn't done it yet. Oh, it's grenade lobbing time. 2 for the money. Oh, did he? Yo, he was right in that dude's face, man. I had to have heard him. Where did you gonna run to? Just a field over there? Bad in-game scenario. Oh shit! Level 53 got him though. So. Ooh, what am I doing with all these low level people? 10 stops away. Oh. Yeah. Look at the time. Steven is delivering my stuff, and that doesn't look like a Steven. Very Latino. Not a Latino name. Steven. Interesting. A little bit. Got 23 minutes. Back on cat duty. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I locked into it. Stop doing notifications as much. Doobie doobie doo. 1 minute. 2 minutes. sign probably where all the people are gonna be. Or you can't slide in this game. Where the hell do you go? Why? Here he comes. I didn't need that. That Fortnite dance on him. Where the hell that was. Gonna prey for us to be the predator. Apex. Where are we going now? I gotta go. I actually do have to go. I shoot the car. I'm gonna be the first person to shoot my car. I always say. Mamma mia. I should have parked a little bit away from the wall so I could have gotten in between them. Use it as a shield. Where'd he go? Like, he was right back there. There you go. Stay there. Rolling down the river. Done. I'm thinking about going back and getting that car, 'cause I'm not finding a bike, man. Okay, I'm gonna take this to the car. The safest place in the map is a vehicle thing. Shit. Yeah. Superstar. Pony coupe, baby. Like when I missed something. There's a bunch of shit right here. Ay, 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 mi amor. There's another one landing over here, though. somebody a car? Possibly. Oh. I haven't need anything else. Get out of here. Let's get the fuck out of here. Sharp. A little scope sharp camp. Oh, 5 minutes till feed time. Oh, whoa, don't. Oh, what? Dude, sweet. What the fuck, bro? You baby girl. Tweet. You're not a bro, huh? Oh, no. Pete, you're distracting me. He knows his time, huh? She's like, uh-huh. Did I hear the word food? Did I hear the word food? Huh? Wait, baby, why are you looking at me all of a sudden like that? I get it. I'm gonna get it, baby. I'm sorry. I'm 4 minutes. Should be dead in 4 minutes. Let's try it. See if I can do it. I was just thinking about that today, how pretty her coat is. The design on it. And her eyes. She's so tiny. What are you doing? You can't go inside my shirt right now. No, don't even look at it. I'm keeping my arms back. Back there, tucked in. Where is everybody, dude? This is a real game with real... I found somebody. Ah, God. Ah, fuck. Yo. I got it. Alright. Ancient Asian temple. Alright. I didn't want to die yet, man. I'm not ready. Oh. Right as rain. Right as fucking rain, boy. Let me get used to this. Alright. Let me put that on the rapid fire mode just in case I want to. Don't want to forget I got that. There's another drop, so we go do it. I need to feed the cat, so might as well. Let's go die. Okay, what gun do I have in my hand? Okay, that's good. Hey, where is it? where it dropped down. Has to. There's one. Where's that? A car delivery service. I'm just here to deliver your car. I don't need another one, but I'll take it anyway. There was other gun in there. Oh, get out of here. Ah, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. You can have it. You can have it. Yours. Where the hell you're at? Out of here. Man, why they keep hitting me though? I don't have any fucking meds. Damn, he hit me in the arm or something. Oh, yeah. Good thing I didn't fucking stop. Leave me alone, man. You guys are bullies. Why is everybody picking on me? Alright, that's all I got, that's all I can do. Ooh. Later. He's right on the outside this wall. Fuck. Fucking don't like this. I don't like this at all. Still up there. Dude, this is way too much area because there's one person, right? He's gotta be. This guy's shooting at it. Oh, what? I'm getting... The other dude threw... What the hell just happened, man? Because if that guy up top... Okay, so he's shooting at him too now. Alright, let's see who gets this one. I just got double teamed, man. Gonna be getting eaten up by a storm. Damn it. Yeah, you can't get any of my shit. You don't run past it. But no, we can. Damn it. Alright, bro. I didn't have the ghillie, man. I should have fucked the ghillie. I gotta feed him. Peace. Oh. He's just staring at me. Mustn't make eye contact. I wish you'd be a little bit more. Fatten them up for summer. Oh shit. Yeah. Figure he gets the worse I feel about him being in there. Congressional dinner. Congressional dinner heaven. He said, Simon wants in. Policy to give address on press freedom. Look at these cats. Lets me let you. Alive. He's sneaky. Pizza brought to you by Dog TV. They're the cats. Hope you enjoyed that. Sounds like he's taking a poop or something down there. The food further away. Don't like their poop next to their food. Historically speaking. Something about having the Pellegrino with the people. Look at these politicians here. Doing politician shit. Having a good old politician time. Press club. Oh, so this is a bunch of press people here.
President of the Washington Press Club Foundation, Deborah Berry.
I want to watch this now. I want to see what this is.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 80th anniversary of the Washington Press Club's Congressional Dinner. Thank you for being here. I'd like to take a moment, please, to introduce our head table. If possible, you can hold applause, but if you gotta do what you gotta do, what you gotta do. But
This lady.
to my right and to your left is Tia Mitchell from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. So much for holding applause. And next to her is Representative Blake Moore from Utah.
They didn't listen to the
None of
hold your
that, none
applause
of
shit.
that, okay? And next to him is Representative Madeline Dean from Pennsylvania.
People are retarded.
And Rebecca Kaplan from ABC News. And next to her is Caroline McGee from Fox. And over here, right next to me, is Representative Clark from Massachusetts. I'm sorry.
That lady.
And next to her is Nick Wu from Politico. And Representative Kat from Florida.
What did he not like
And
about
Susan
that?
Page from USA Today. And Speaker Emerita, Ms. Nancy Pelosi from California.
Oh my God.
And Jack Arresto from AP, the
What is she
Associated
drinking?
Press.
Got the big old glass filled with green shit.
We are so excited to celebrate this milestone. The organization was founded in
be Nancy Pelosi and
1919
not be
when a
drunk
group of
all the
women
time, right?
journalists decided enough was enough. Thank you. Men wouldn't let them join their news organizations,
Black woman's
so
talking,
like
excuse
we
me.
do, we started our own. Let's be clear, these women were about business. They hosted press conferences, news events, and congressional dinners that drew top leaders. Over the years, these women and others demanded change in the courts and also in the newsrooms. And there have been some changes. There are women in newsrooms, and even a few women are running those newsrooms, y'all. But there still are not enough women or people of color in newsrooms, particularly in decision-making roles. And in 2026, there are still some women who are breaking barriers as the first or the only, and that should not be the case. At a time when news organizations are closing Washington bureaus, laying off hundreds of journalists, and when
It's super racist.
I'm going to repeat that. At a time when news organizations are closing Washington bureaus, they're laying off hundreds of journalists, and when journalists are doing their jobs or being arrested or assaulted, it's more important than ever that we support each other.
You need to repeat that?
That means the mission of the foundation to support women in journalism and to push for more diversity in this business continues.
Not over, dude.
We do that with programs, including we have an oral history project
media.
featuring women trailblazers. We have a fund to support internships. We have a reception for interns in the DMV. We have a congressional reception to celebrate press freedoms. And more recently, we started a series of webinars for college journalism students. We're trying to help prepare the next generation of journalists.
As long as they're not white. Or man.
We also make a point of saluting the work of regional reporters. Where's our RA members? Okay. They are important to what we do. We also make a point of supporting women whose work exemplifies the best in journalism, and women in management who are working to promote diversity in coverage and staffing. Your presence here funds those initiatives, so thank you so much for being here.
They had to pay to be there?
We also want to thank our sponsors, including Chevron,
Hold up.
the American Property
man.
Owners Alliance,
Like my audio.
Airlines
no,
for America.
I want to hear that.
and staffing. Your presence here funds those initiatives.
I want to hear about the
So
sponsor
thank you so much for being
Chevron,
here.
and it cut off.
We also want to thank our sponsors, including Chevron, the American Property Owners Alliance, Airlines for America, Punchbowl News, the National Association of Manufacturers, National Confectioners Association,
All right,
the American Petroleum
so
Institute.
pretty much what that means is they bought a bunch of tickets to, like, they got a whole table or 2 tables, and now they're an official sponsor, so they say their name on here. It is paid to be at this party. The congressman here? Oh, yeah.
Brunswick Group, Ford Motor Company, TC Energy, and Pharma. This work happens because of journalists who care. Would the current board members please stand up and wave? Current board members, please stand up and wave. Okay.
Are there any white ones? I just want to know if there are. I mean, you might think it's a silly question. But...
Oh, wait. And also with the former foundation presidents. We have some presidents in the house. Former presidents, please stand, as well as some former board members. And shout out to Suzanne Perron, the foundation's executive director, whose tireless efforts make this dinner and the programs the success they are. As I said, saluting trailblazers is part of what we do.
I want to know what they're eating.
It is with great pleasure that I introduce our next speaker. Speaker Pelosi would join us for tonight's herself.
And steaks? Oh, you better be quiet for the black woman. Black woman is
Nancy
talking.
Pelosi
I wish she would say that.
was elected the first woman to serve as Speaker of the House.
Excuse me, a black woman's talking here.
In fact, one of her first speaking engagements after being sworn in was right here.
If it were closer to George Floyd, she would
right
definitely
here at the
say
congressional
it.
dinner. Thank you for being here. In the years since, she has played a major role in shepherding through some landmark legislation, including the Affordable Care Act. It has been a key supporter of freedom of the press. Speaker Pelosi was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor.
Dude, is she the only one with something in her wine glass?
That Speaker Pelosi would join us for tonight's 80th anniversary. Please welcome Representative Pelosi.
Damn, she's about as old as the foundation, huh?
Thank you, Madam President. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Thank you, President Barry, for your kind
she's 5
introduction.
years
and
older.
thank you to the board of the Washington Press Club Foundation for the honor of being with you this evening. Let us congratulate tonight's honoree, Susan Page, who is receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award, and Melissa Burke, who is receiving the David Lynch Award for Regional Journalism. Susan, I'm delighted to join you on 80 years of this annual dinner. 80 years of this dinner. 80 years is truly a remarkable milestone. In Congress, we respect 80 years as that much longevity as institutional memory. Soon after I was, let me just go. These pages are sticking together. I'm sticking to my notes because if I don't, I would go very long. You don't want that. The Women's National Press Club, as was mentioned, was created at a time when women journalists were excluded from professional opportunities, shut out from press rooms, denied recognition that they were earning. But your founders did not accept the status quo. They organized, they persisted. They fought for access, for credibility, for a seat at the table, and they proved again and again that women belong there all along. And that is an applause line.
You did it.
And they proved that women belong there all along. I can identify with that because when I first ran for leadership, the men said,
Wait,
who
did she
said she could run?
Second. Stay right there. She was a pause.
All along. And that is an applause line.
That is an applause line. Oh.
And they prove that women belong there all along. I can identify with that because when I first ran for leadership, the men said, who said she could run? Poor babies. Poor babies. Soon after I was elected, it was my honor to host a retirement dinner for the legendary Washington journalist Mary McCrory. Now, some of you are too young to remember Mary. Many of you are too young. But at that dinner that we had in the Capitol, my office was the leader's office, but that had been the office that Tip O'Neill used as speaker. So Mary loved that we were in Tip's suite to honor her. Tip came over, Ted Kennedy came over, and he talked about what Mary had done at the Washington Star when she started out. John Lewis was there, and he said Mary used her pen as a sword to fight for civil rights and other things. Father Drynan was there, and also was Barney Frank. And we all made the point that the Pope must have been very happy that Father Drynan, a Jesuit member of Congress, Pope insisted that he leave office and was replaced by one of the first gay men to serve in the Congress of the United States, Barney Frank. And Father Drynan was there and saying, we're getting ready for the resurrection.
More gays is more better, that's what I always say.
Mary was recognized as one of the first queens of journalism. And you know what? When she started out, they said, we don't want you making any fuss. You know, she was new, a new woman. We don't want you making any trouble, any fuss. She said, well, that's exactly what I came here to do. And in fact, that's what I intend to do. And she won a Pulitzer Prize. So I bring up Mary McCrory because she's just one of many women who were leaders at that time, and I was honored to honor her upon her retirement in the Capitol of the United States. Just a few years later, then, I was elected speaker and had the privilege of addressing the dinner shortly thereafter. I remember the evening very well for the history and the progress we had both made. Tonight, we honor the contribution of women in journalism. All right. Okay, you're out there. I hear you now. And those who have covered Congress across generations. And all of us eagerly await the humor of Kat and Madeline, which I know will be done in the spirit of bipartisanship. Because in our democracy, defense of the First Amendment can and should be bipartisan. I always say the press is the guardian of our democracy, and that's how I view it. One such guardian is my friend Jimmy Lai, a British Hong Kong journalist imprisoned in Beijing for printing the truth. At the request of Jimmy's family, I asked Speaker Johnson to call out this matter of Jimmy's persecution when he spoke to the House of Commons a couple of weeks ago. When he spoke to the House of Commons a couple of weeks ago. This was a big honor for our country that the Speaker was invited in this, our bicentennial year, to speak at the House of Commons. And the Speaker did call out the need for Jimmy Lai to be free, and I'm very grateful for him for doing that. So in a bipartisan way, we support our journalists around the world. As we recently acknowledged Martin Luther King Day last week, we spent it all week in San Francisco, that's a whole week. I recalled that when he and his wife when he and Coretta went to India in the 50s, and they went to learn more about what Gandhian nonviolence was about. And when he was there, he learned that the word for nonviolence in Sanskrit, satyakaya, means two things. It means nonviolence, and it means insistence on the truth. Insistence on the truth. Dr. King understood that the truth must be spoken, defended, and carried forward by those who have the courage to do so, and I see a room full of courage here tonight. That sacred responsibility to stand for the truth is a responsibility for all of us. But it has long been the special calling of the press. You who have been among the great practitioners of that insistence on the truth, even when it required great risk, sacrifice, and fortitude. It is that spirit of satyagraha, with truth as a moral obligation, that must guide us still. Because make no mistake, the First Amendment is under siege here at home. You know that better than anyone. Facts are challenged, truth is distorted, and the press is treated by those in power as an enemy, fake news they call it, rather than treat the press as a vital partner. We see efforts to intimidate journalists, to discredit legitimate reporting, and to replace evidence with conspiracy. That is not accidental, it is a strategy. Those who fear transparency and accountability fear the press.
Asian dudes enjoying
Just
that
in the
pie,
last
whatever
month,
the hell
we
that
have
is.
seen, it was referenced earlier, we have seen fear made real. From the arrest of Don Lemon for his reporting to the raid on the home of a Washington Post journalist. These incidents are an affront to the press freedom and it's meant to scare, to chill, and to silence. But amid that political intimidation, we must also reckon with an ongoing and accompanying threat. Today, we saw painful layoffs at the Washington Post, part of a broader reprehensible pattern in which corporate decisions are hollowing out newsrooms across the country. When corporate interests gut local, national, and international journalism, communities lose watchdogs, truth loses megaphones, and democracy loses guardians. A free press cannot fulfill its mission if it is starved of its resources it needs to survive. And when the newsrooms are weakened, our republic is weakened with it. Because democracy
News has too much power over people.
dies in darkness.
Believe in anything.
Are we all ready to say that together? Democracy dies in darkness. Democracy dies in darkness. At the same time, new rules governing the Pentagon Press Corps have raised serious concerns about access, independence, and the ability of journalists to do their jobs without fear of retaliation. This is not the first time our nation has been confronted with the issue of whether national security will be used as a reason or an excuse to limit press freedom. And I must warn all of you, my friends in the press, that I'm now going to engage in a little self-promotion. They say self-promotion is a terrible thing, but somebody's got to do it.
Oh, no.
And I want to tell you this story. Back in 2000, maybe some of you were here then, maybe not, it was a long time ago. Back in 2000, my communications
Why aren't they making people be
Ira,
quiet like
he's
they were for the black
but he
woman?
did remind me that he was born that year. Back in 2000, the Republican Congress passed an intelligence, and with Democratic cooperation. This was a bipartisan bill, but it was a Republican majority. And this affects you, so you may want to hear it. The Republican Congress passed an intelligence bill that included provisions that would have criminalized legitimate press reporting on national security. What they wanted to do in the bill, and this is really important, was to place the burden of proof on the journalist as to whether his or her reporting harmed national security, rather than what we wanted, which was that the burden of proof is on the government to prove that what the reporter was reporting was harming national security. This was a very big difference. At the time, I was the top, here I come bragging. At the time, I was the top Democrat on the Intelligence Committee. While I could not stop the bill's passage, I did take it to President Clinton to hopefully get a veto. He understood completely what was at risk. After learning of the provision, President Clinton vetoed the bill and said his words were, "unnecessarily chilled legitimate activities that are the heart of a democracy." Thereby, President Clinton helped protect the First Amendment. Today, we are again witnessing actions meant to chill the First Amendment, most fundamental freedoms. Let us be clear, attacks on journalism are attacks on the American people's right to know, and attempts to undermine a free press are attempts to undermine the Constitution and democracy itself. That is why tonight is not only a celebration, but is a reminder, a solemn reminder that we must protect and defend the freedom, and we must insist on the truth. Because America is in a crisis of conscience. We have a president who has crowned himself king, a Congress which has abolished itself, and a Supreme Court that has gone rogue. Our First Amendment, a free and independent press, the Fourth Estate, is essential to the survival of our republic. To all the journalists in this room, they can hear, they just want to talk. And to all the journalists in this room and beyond here, the American people are counting on you, the press, to know your power. We know you do, and we appreciate that. You know your power and to use it. You know the power of the facts to defeat disinformation. You know better than anyone the power of questions to expose truth, the power of your work to inform the American people and to strengthen our democracy. We celebrate the 250th year of America's independence. Today was the day that George Washington was elected President of the United States, on this date. And as, oh good, George Washington gets a hand. And my dear friend Jamie Raskin just gave me a quote from Thomas Jefferson. And he said, if I were to choose a country with a government without a press, or the press without the government, I would choose the latter. I would choose the latter. Thank you, Jamie. Another great American, Benjamin Franklin, you know, was asked after the Constitutional Convention, when it concluded, what form of government was created? He replied, a republic, if we can keep it. You know that. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, it is your voices, integrity, persistence, and courage that will, as our national anthem declares, give proof through the night that our flag is still there, and as we pledge with liberty and justice for all. Keeping our republic depends on you. It has always depended on you. Thank you, members of the press, for your patriotism, Thank you for your patriotism. God bless America. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Are y'all enjoying dinner? Do you have the dessert on your table? And are you ready to be quiet? Good evening. My name is Tia Mitchell. I'm the Washington Bureau Chief of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. And I serve as Vice President of the Washington Press Club Foundation. I want to pause again in our celebration to acknowledge that today was a rough day for many, many amazing journalists. Our hearts go out to those who find themselves challenged with finding a new path in an industry that is changing in ways a lot of us don't fully understand.
Need more trannies.
But we do know
That's
that
why.
our profession, journalism, is an essential as ever. And if we believe that our democracy is worth preserving, that it can only be accomplished with a vibrant, respected, and supported Fourth Estate.
What is she talking about?
Tonight, it is my honor to bring attention to my colleagues that are fellow regional reporters. These are
These
the
events are so fucking boring,
DC-based
dude.
journalists whose work appears in local news outlets across the country.
She will stay in a hotel for this.
David Lynch was one of those regional reporters, emphasizing congressional coverage throughout a long career where his reporting appeared in outlets in New York, New England, Alaska, and South Carolina, among other places. After his death in 1998, his widow rallied family, friends, and colleagues to memorialize him with the annual David Lynch Memorial Reporting Award, which recognizes excellence in covering Congress from a regional perspective. This year's winner is a back-to-back repeat winner, Melissa Burke of the Detroit News.
How stupid as hell. Why would they have a back-to-back winner? And it's a female.
Melissa is known for her insightful and incisive
Better be
coverage
black or
on
something.
issues and industries
I'm quitting.
that drive the political conversation in
No, she's
Michigan
not.
and beyond.
That's it. I'm
Let's
quitting
give
the
another round of applause
WPCF.
for Melissa Burke of the Detroit News.
Another white woman privilege award. I was the first white woman to do it twice in a row. You can brag about that now. Maybe she wasn't. You gotta get 3. Maybe it's 4.
Congratulations, Melissa.
Maybe it's 5. Who knows what it is? What's the record?
The Lifetime Achievement Award recognizes an individual. Thank you. The
Dude, they
Lifetime
are
Achievement
super
Award
serious about shutting the
recognizes
fuck
an
up when the black
individual
woman's talking compared to Nancy
whose
Pelosi.
outstanding accomplishments promote the journalistic profession and enhance the role of women journalists.
He gives him that stink eye. The fuck?
When word
Shut
spread
your fucking
that
mouth,
Susan
boy.
Page would receive the Lifetime Achievement Award, I can't tell you how many people said, "Oh yeah, like that's a given," and they simply nodded. There are few as deserving as Susan Page. I mean, how many
I like the
women
ambiance
journalists,
of these
or men
things,
for that
though.
matter,
Like how we
have
can
interviewed
hear
10 presidents, moderated a vice
the
presidential
clanking,
debate,
the people
and wrote
drunk.
3 books about famous women, including the Speaker of the House, Pelosi.
Other than being away from their kids or some shit.
I think I could rest my case just on that alone. But beyond her impressive resume, Susan is simply just straight up good people. She takes time to help younger reporters and even mature, seasoned ones like me.
See what they ate. Hold on.
All of us at USA Today,
WPCF.
where I was a reporter for a long time, were so proud when she moderated that VP debate. Some of us even had a watch party so we can see her in action. And then it says a lot about a bureau chief if your coworkers, your bosses, and everyone in the newsroom
It's on the
celebrates you.
website, but it doesn't show the menu.
I heard about Susan when I came down to Newsday's Washington bureau. years ago.
Giving it out
But our
beforehand.
paths didn't cross there. She had already moved on to USA Today, but she left behind a reputation for good journalism. We did cross paths when I arrived at Gannett. Our times at Newsday, then USA Today, made for a bond I will always appreciate. Much like the memories of Susan expressed by my colleagues, they say she is quick to share information, quick to share sources, tips, and quick to share praise. That's coming from a seasoned journalist who's already killing it. But just as important as her work supporting women in journalism and pushing for their voices to be heard in newsrooms. She even moderated this dinner a few years ago. Susan is a trailblazer and a working journalist who is still doing great journalism. So while we can, we want to give her her flowers. We're going to do that now. Please welcome Susan
I
Page.
couldn't even find a menu. There's no comprehensive menus from recent years either. I want to know what they eat and the food. Another white woman and taking full advantage of her God-given rights. She was probably the first white woman to do it too. Back then that was something. Now nobody cares.
Thank you,
Well,
Deb.
they do,
Thank you all.
actually.
And a special shout out to my bosses who are here, Monica Richardson and Michael McCarter, to thank them for their support and for being here tonight. And to my other USA Today colleagues as well who are here, thank you. I know it's getting late. There are funnier speakers on deck, so you may be hoping that I deliver a short speech. Good news, I'm from USA Today. We invented smart brevity. I am honored to be included in the company of your previous winners of Helen Thomas and Connie Chung and Diane Rehm and Robin Sproul.
I don't remember this lady though.
Actually, I was already indebted to this club, to Corey Rigby of the Christian Science Monitor and the 27 other pushy broads who in 1919 became charter members of this group when the men in the National Press Club wouldn't let them in.
Why is this all about women tonight?
60 years after they
Minorities.
formed the Women's National Press Club, I arrived in Washington
What's on with that?
as a reporter for
What
Newsday.
we're here for.
That was only 9 years after the National Press Club had
See what happened?
grudgingly
You gave
opened
them the
its
right to
membership
vote, and
to
then there's all
women.
kinds of shit started happening. Civil rights movement. You think the civil rights movement would have happened if women weren't voting?
When I got
no.
to town, no bureau of more than one person had a female bureau chief. Women reporters were scarce on the top beats. Here's how rare women were on the White House press corps in those days. My husband, you may have heard, is Carl P. Lubsdorff of the Dallas Morning News.
Then we wouldn't start letting all these Somalians and shit in our country for no
When
reason.
Carl and I were covering the same presidential trip,
I think it
we
fucked
would
that up more than
stay
anything.
in the same hotel room.
International laws.
During the Reagan administration, there was a trip I didn't cover and Carl did. When Carl opened the door to his hotel room that night, he discovered that the White House Travel Office had booked him in the same room as Ann
You're
Devroy
right.
of the
It is
Washington Post,
fucking- what were they doing? Why'd they do that?
who was the only other female newspaper reporter regularly traveling on the beat. So I guess you've seen one of us, you've seen us all. Well, just look around this ballroom to see how things have changed. Women are running the newsrooms at Reuters and the AP and the Wall Street Journal and USA Today and elsewhere. Women anchor or co-anchor the prestigious Sunday morning TV shows at ABC, CBS.
Well, that's because it helps with viewership.
NBC,
They need to have the female
CNN,
there with the dude.
and Fox.
Like that
Women are
dynamic
among those
is.
leading entrepreneurial startups like Punchbowl News. 107 years later, we are here. And that is thanks in part to the mission, the courage, and the persistence of the Washington Press Club and Foundation. A lot has changed in journalism since I got to town. Instantaneous filing, more diversity in our ranks. People have a million choices of how to get news, sometimes to get only the news they want to hear. The emergence of AI is bringing new upheaval and possibility. But these are perilous times. We stand with our colleagues at the Washington Post who today saw their jobs disappear.
What post job? Let me see.
Who saw their jobs disappear despite the outstanding journalism they do.
Oh, sorry.
Besides the financial pressures, I worry too about how much of the public has lost faith in us. Only about a fourth of Americans report even having a fair amount of trust in the news media. Now, that is higher than Congress, but obviously not good enough.
Is that what someone
That
went
distrust
to?
has opened the door to bogus accusations of fake news, to frivolous lawsuits designed to intimidate, to the FBI search and seizure of a report.
1/3 of the Washington Post employees was laid off today. 1/3, 30%. Yeah, baby. Layoffs hit hardest in sports. Entire section eliminated. Some reporters moved to features. Local and Metro News sharply reduced. Internal bureaus cuts in Middle East, India, Australia, but some presidents retained. Books section shut down. And the Post reports podcast canceled. Reason for layoffs. The cut stem from ongoing financial losses, including an estimated $100 million in 2024 amid subscriber declines after the paper skipped a presidential endorsement before the 2024 election. Executive editor Matt Murray described them as strategic reset to refocus. Wait, but amid subscriber declines. Oh, that's interesting. They had so many Trumpers that they lost $100 million in people that unsubscribed from them after they didn't endorse Trump. Wow. Washington Post, bro. All right. 30%.
Reporters' phone and laptops, to Don Lemon's arrest for covering a protest,
I think Trump
to
won
the
that
demand
one.
that Pentagon reporters sign pledges that they won't report unauthorized news. Reporting unauthorized news is pretty much the definition of what we do. That hasn't changed. It will never change, however the news is financed and distributed. The mission of journalists, now and forever, is to inform the public, to shine a light, to hold the powerful to account, to be an independent voice
when it's
people
funded by
can
the
trust.
government. That was a
Our
problem.
nation's
Conflict of
founders
interest.
understood this. They knew that you cannot have a vibrant, functioning democracy without a vibrant, functioning press. That is what those pushy broads believed in 1919. That is what I believe. I know that's what you believe too. Thank you.
Why has
for
this been all
award,
about
and
women?
Thank you for all you
That's
do.
not what the W stands for on the sign right there. Just got some kind of achievement award for the second year in a row. And talked about whamming the whole time. I think he's trying to be a lesbian.
Ladies and gentlemen, Please welcome
This is
Minority
cool.
Whip Catherine Clark.
Makes you feel like I'm in there. Hey, I wear my nice outfit.
Good evening. I understand from the back of the room we have to yell into this mic. So give me a signal if you can't hear us, or maybe that's the point. I'm not really sure. But I want to thank Debbie, the vice chair, the Washington Press Club Foundation for bringing us together, and congrats to
Black chick?
Susan. You are an inspiring leader and journalist, and we are
Her
so
hair always looks perfect,
grateful
though. I'll give her that.
for your work.
She probably spends a lot on
Here
it,
at the
though.
Washington Press Club Foundation, you have
Sounds
opened
strong,
doors
too.
for generations of journalists, and we appreciate your work more now than ever. And we are deeply, deeply grateful. But this
Maybe not.
evening, I have the honor of introducing my friend Madeline Dean. And we're now supposed to be transitioning from the,
I
more
think she's sober, actually.
serious part of this program
What
to the funny
fuck did you... Bro. Stop it. She just said sober right after me. Right with me.
part. From the, more sober, serious
What the... Bro. Like, I haven't seen this as a live performance.
and we're now supposed to be transitioning from the,
I
more
think she's sober, actually.
serious part of
I
this
said it
program
at the
to
exact same time as she did, dude. The exact motherfucking bro.
transitioning
What is
from
happening?
the,
I
more
think she's sober, actually.
serious part of this program.
What? That's insane. That's the biggest sign I've gotten so far. We're not alone.
Part of this program to the fun.
Wait. We're back. We're back. Way over here now. It's crazy.
Funny part. And I thought, well, that's all great, except that there's nothing really to say about Mad that is funny or irreverent. She's thoughtful, she's decent, she's caring. She recently had a hot mic moment. I thought that might give me an opportunity, but somehow it made Speaker Johnson look bad, not mad. Just my luck. Now, Byron gets to introduce Kat. You have some material. We'll start with, you both are from Florida. Florida, Republicans from Florida. Mad is from Philadelphia. Declaration of Independence, cradle of liberty. She was born in Pennsylvania. Her parents are named Bob and Mary. It is really hard to compare the Florida and the Philadelphia story. And Byron also
Are they trying to tell me to get
additional
sober,
things to
man?
work with. I mean, even Kat's name, Kat Kamek. Kat Kamek, it sounds like a private investigator.
Might be.
Investigating alligators at Alcatraz, or maybe that was reopening Alcatraz to alligators or something along those lines. Madeline Dean sounds like an English professor. She sounds like a head partner at an all-woman law firm who goes on to be an impeachment manager in Congress. And of course, she is all of those
It
things.
might be. Tell me to
I
get
did
some-
find out tonight she has a tattoo. That's right. That's right. Things are getting edgy all of a sudden. It is of a saint, Saint LaSalle. So you see what my problem is
He
here.
has big things, big teeth,
So
big
I
ears.
looked to the political memoir because that is
Interesting how
always
we're all so
a
different.
place rife with interest and intrigue. Love a political memoir, an easy target. And I started looking at some titles. We know we don't actually read them, but the titles were good. Charlie Crist, do you remember this memoir? The Party is Over.
Are they real teeth or maybe not?
Dan Crenshaw, Fortitude. Dan Crenshaw also has a children's
Here?
book, and so does
Oh.
Madeline Dean. She wrote a book, a children's book. Madeline's book is called You Are Always Loved. Dan Crenshaw's
sweet.
children's book is called Fame, Blame, and a Raft of Shame. So it continues. That's a whole nother conversation about that book. But Virginia Fox, I thought, really had a title. God is in the House. I mean, in a place of big egos, I thought the chairwoman really outdid herself on that one.
Is she even talking
So
about
then
it
we
anymore?
get to Madeline's book.
And all these events are
entitled
boring
Under
as
Our
fuck,
Roof.
dude.
She wrote it with her son. It's
Like,
beautiful.
the
it's
speakers
honest,
never have any
it's a
charisma.
moving
They're just
reflection
fucking
of
reading some
addiction and
shit.
recovery, of pain and love. It made me cry. It made me
Yeah, I
want
feel
to
like I'm
be
at
a better
church and
mother.
shit.
And it is reflective of the person she is
There you go home.
and the public servant she is. So I'm giving up
Oh, they
on the
giving
roast.
us any more food?
I'm giving up. I'm
Because if
trying to
they're
be
not, I'm
funny
ready to
about
go.
my friend. It is an honor to get to see
how they
those
keep people there.
qualities
They bring the food
in
out slowly.
Madeline every single day. To call her a colleague and a friend, please welcome the
Otherwise, you
gentlewoman
wouldn't
from
want to sit through this
Pennsylvania,
shit.
Congresswoman
This is
Madeline
the dude right
Dean.
here that I was saying a minute ago that was sitting right around here. I was saying that he was in Congress. I think he was sitting right here.
Madeline Dean.
He was eating.
Such a nasty woman.
That's who I thought it was, though. Whoever the fuck that guy is. He's got a forehead
that
looking
so
like.
well.
Remember that movie, with Mars, Mission to Mars
Can
or
I
something?
say about
Or
Catherine
she-
Clark? Just an extraordinary human being.
Love that movie.
Thank you for your beautiful words, for your kind words,
Oh,
Mike Lawler.
ours.
Thank you for always calling me nasty. I am nasty, and
Ours
I
attacks.
don't mind it. But thank you, Catherine. Thank you for your leadership. We are so lucky to be in your company tonight. And she laughed with me earlier today and said, I'm introducing you, and I'm not sure how to be funny about you. I said, you should have talked to our 3 sons. They would have had a thing or two to say. Good evening. Good evening. It is so good to be with you.
Oh, maybe
It's so
not.
good tonight to celebrate 80 years
not
of the
quite as good.
Washington Press Club. I mean, 80 years. And we should celebrate because making it to 80 is no small feat.
Whoa,
It
whoa,
takes
she got
dedication.
all the energy.
It takes perseverance. It takes talent.
It
A
feels like it's
commitment
full
to
of shit,
something
though.
larger than yourself. For others, it takes Big Macs, makeup, and a commitment to a shade of spray tan not found in nature. That's right, the president is turning 80 this year. I think we can all agree aging is inevitable. Oh God, those golden years. Maturity apparently optional. I'm Madeline Dean, Congresswoman for the 4th Congressional District of Pennsylvania. If you find me shouting into this mic, it's because my husband is over there saying, we can't hear you. For those unfamiliar,
the 4th Congressional District is where reporters from D.C. and New York show up every few years to interview real swing state voters over breakfast at one of our local diners, like the Mayfair Diner. You're invited back. Thank you for including me this evening. What a beautiful building we're in. Look around you, folks. Can you believe this place once had the name of Trump on it, which is what we'll be saying about the Kennedy Center in 2 years, 11 months, and 17 days. That is my optimistic statement for tonight. It is an honor to be your background noise as you scroll through Twitter for the next 6 or 7 minutes. 6 or 7, I'm just thinking, 6 or 7, because, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what it means. I'm just saying that because my uncle, Walter Dean, my late uncle, Walter Dean, was a Roman Catholic priest. And he told me, thank you, hit those glasses once in a while. He told me, Mad, he was a fantastic homilist. And he said to me, Mad, if you can't say it in 6 or 7 minutes, you can't say it at all. And that's the way I believe it.
You don't
so
know?
Let me give you a basic,
Let's go.
brief
Your
framework
time's up,
of my
lady.
remarks. Well, it's more a concept. It's a framework of a concept of a plan of my remarks. Are you with me? Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I see Jamie. Jamie Raskin. My friend is here. Jamie has been spending his weekends campaigning for Democrats across this country, suffering a major case of subpoena envy. How's it going, Jamie? We're going to be fine, aren't we? Where's Jamie? There he is. I see him. We're here tonight to celebrate a core tenet of our nation, the First Amendment. Congress, too, has the privilege of being a first. The first article in our Constitution. Included in that is the power of the purse. Forgive me. The power of the purse. But given current events,
What do you mean
let
forgive
me
you
just
for
hold
what?
mine a little closer in case Republicans try to give mine away too. And today we are here to celebrate Susan Page. Oh, Susan. A round of applause. Bureau Chief for USA Today, recipient of the Washington Press Club Lifetime Achievement Award. My
Is
God.
everyone there a Democrat?
And Melissa Burke,
Oh,
where is
weird.
Melissa? Thank you, Melissa Burke, recipient of the David Lynch Award for Excellence
Is that a
in
prerequisite?
Regional Reporting. We are all better for your decades of service, of your decades of writing, fearless, tenacious, smart writing, a lifetime of holding power to account. Tonight, I lift the role of the Washington Press Club in upholding the freedom of the press. Thank you for shining a light on the truth. I'm here alongside Kat Kamek. Where are you, Kat? Hello? Look at gorgeous Kat. A veritable Florida woman. We got to know one another as co-chairs of the Bipartisan Women's Caucus. It was there in our first meeting in my office in Cannon House office building as we waited for others to join us. Do you remember this? You told us about you raised chickens. I don't know if this is a proper expression, but she raises and herds chickens. Well, I thought immediately that's more a job for Mike Johnson, but I digress. In all seriousness, Kat is a fierce, sweet, working mother. So I know that an evening addressing hundreds of people in our nation's capital really just means she gets a break from actual hard work. In a way, remember, our congressional caucus aligned with the mission of this Washington Press Club, which began as a women's national press club, led by 6 brave women in 1919, the very year my dad was born, at a time when women's voices were not
Why'd they let
taken
men in
seriously.
it then?
Can you imagine, Speaker? Can you imagine, Whip?
Are the men bitching about
It
it?
is good good to laugh. It is really good to laugh during difficult days, and together we have been through hundreds of difficult days in this country. Recently, I don't know about you, but I have been pushed to my absolute limit. Forced, forgive me, excuse me, just a moment. Forced to endure what feels like torture. And this was just AMC's 7 p.m. showing of Melania. They're already talking about a sequel, though I guess Melania is technically already a part of a trilogy. All right, okay, all right, forgive me. All right. It's also important to remember what's at stake. I think of you, journalists, writers about our lives and our world.
Civil rights did it happen in 1970.
Something about me.
That's funny,
Before
dude.
I ran for office, I was a professor of writing, of rhetoric, of ethics at LaSalle University in Philadelphia. You're not listening over there. It's like a bad class. I know all about this. One of the rhetorical tools I reminded my students of was the power of primacy and of recency. That is, what a writer says first and a writer says last is more likely to be remembered than that which is in the middle. So choose well. Emphasize well. You know what? The drafters of the Bill of Rights understood this, placing the most fundamental of rights first. The First Amendment to the Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances. These last months, we have seen the Trump administration test, strain, assault, freedoms of speech, assembly, our right to petition our government for grievance, the freedom of the press, suing media outlets, curating the White House press corps to their liking, to their favor, harassing, bullying, insulting journalists and reporters, especially women, calling them names like piggy, calling them stupid. The president took a step further last week when 2 African-American journalists, Don Lemon and Georgia Fort, were arrested for exercising their First Amendment rights. Trump called Don Lemon a sleazebag, which would make me nervous if I were Don, given how much time Mr. Trump has spent with sleazebags. I see a Mar-a-Lago visit coming. Speaking of places where classified documents shouldn't be, Tulsi Gabbard heard the name Georgia Fort and she thought she had a lead. Finally, a lead on the 11,780 missing Georgia ballots, which of course are not missing because they don't exist. Like Trump's plan to make America more affordable. On a much more serious note, in January, please listen with me, because we're at a moment we've never been at. In January,
how are they all Democrats?
We watched as 2 American citizens, Renee Good and Alex Preddy, were shot and killed by masked, thuggish government agents, ICE. They're not normal times. Journalists and lawmakers, we have a joint obligation and opportunity in front of us to do everything in our power to never cede any of these freedoms enshrined in our civil rights, in our Bill of Rights, and to relentlessly call out the appalling silence of good people,
how boring it looks out where Joe's at right now.
Many of my Republican colleagues,
in
the face of American carnage. We also share something more, journalists and you and me. We share words, the tools of our trade. As legislators, and I see so many of my colleagues and friends here, as legislators and writers,
on a Wednesday night, baby.
what do we have? The only thing we have are words.
IRT Media.
We use them to reflect our times, our lives, the opportunities, the challenges, what is going on around us, how democracy is functioning, and to shape policy and thought. It's all we have. It is all we have. It is our words, flanked by truth, flanked by integrity. That is everything. There's a reason you are the First Amendment, the very essence of our freedom. You're also the Fourth Estate, but nobody tell the president that. He may try to purchase you and turn you into the Potomac Riviera. Again, these are not normal times. I recognize that many of you in this room have spent the past year on the front lines of tragedy. Some of you and friends in Gaza, where many spent their final moments trying to ensure the world would know the incredible suffering there. May their memories be a blessing. And I thank you for this chance to speak with you tonight. I look forward to chatting with you again soon. Who knows, maybe I'll even accidentally add you to a confidential war plans or family plans signal chat. You know, Eleanor Roosevelt, an alumna of, predecessor of the Women's National Press Club, a key figure behind the UN Declaration of Rights, said, "If silence seems to give approval, then remaining silent is cowardly." I look around this room, I see no cowardice here. So keep writing, keep reporting the truth. Be guided by your integrity. It's true. Clap for yourselves. I see no cowardice here. Be guided by your integrity. Be guided by your love of country. Be guided by your love of your fellow human being. You know what? I used to tell my writing students back in Philadelphia, never be afraid to reveal a little of your humanity. Don't be afraid in your writing to leave a little bit of yourself on the page and to find others' humanity along the way. That's writing at its best. I pledge the same to you in my work and in my words. So take care of yourselves. And now, if you would, could everybody close your eyes? Those who have not already closed your eyes, could you all close your eyes?
Asleep.
And can you now think in all capital letters for my final sentence tonight?
Out.
You ready? All right,
I was
Jamie,
too.
your eyes aren't closed. Becca, come on, close your eyes. Catherine, close your eyes. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Good night, everybody.
Dude. To get that, it was a Trump joke because he says that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Representative Byron Donalds of Florida.
Oh shit, wait. I thought this guy was a Republican. What the fuck's really going on? Yo, this is a Republican. What?
When I was elected to Congress back in 2020, I never thought I would be in a room with the press like this.
Oh shit.
This room is littered with
It's happening.
a lot of y'all writing a lot of things. And many, many Democrats, handful of Republicans. It feels like I'm in Manhattan. But the other thing I noticed is that coming into the Waldorf tonight, it was pretty easy to get into. No real security. Just walked through, came up to the front stage, sat down, had a glass of wine. It's almost as if Joe Biden is still running security. But you know, enough jesting. My job here right now is to introduce my colleague from the great state of Florida, Kat Cammack. And if you don't know who Kat Cammack is, let me explain it to you. Now, real quick, Madeline loved your remarks. But I'm not gonna ask everybody to close their eyes because they've been drinking this wine, and if you close your eyes, you might fall over in your chair. We won't wanna do that to you. We want you to be ready for the after party because I know that's what the people in the back are looking for. That guy over there is clapping like finally somebody who said something smart at the microphone. Get to the after party. Kat Cammack and I came into Congress in 2020. When she was elected, she was the youngest woman elected to Congress that year. Actually, the youngest woman in Congress. You were spry, girl. Since then, well, yeah, things have changed. Since then, Kat has been a fighter on Capitol Hill, a fighter for the 3rd Congressional District in Florida that is affectionately known in my state as the Gator Nation. So if you root for the Florida Gators in football, I know here in DC you guys don't even know what college football is, that's okay, but that's who she represents. Kat Cammack is one of the true fighters on Capitol Hill. You see, she got involved in politics because her family farm was closed and she was furious, and she decided to fight for other farmers like her. You see, she realized what happened when government shut her down, and she didn't take it lightly. She stood up and started fighting for herself and for her community. She's a graduate of the War College. That's crazy, because that means you're running circles around a lot of people using a lot of strategery. Is that a Bushism? Oh, I don't think we're allowed to use Bushisms anymore. It's fine for tonight. Strategery. But more than that, she is now a mom and a wife. Her husband, Matt, is a first responder, a firefighter, laying his life on the line every single day, helping people in the state of Florida. Her daughter, baby Augie, is the cutest thing I've ever seen. And she has Kat's eyes, but Matt's personality. Because when Kat comes up here, you're gonna see real fast, Kat is not shy, Kat is not calm. Kat's gonna knock over some tables on her way to getting things done. And her daughter, she is the most chill thing I have ever seen in my life. This baby will be on the floor of the House, and it is the only thing that's bringing Republicans and Democrats together. I see them walking by, they be like, you know, Kat, I can't stand how you voted on this. Oh my gosh, it's baby Augie, she looks so cute. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, I know you're gonna write bad about me tomorrow, but that's all right. Today, please welcome to the stage the Congresswoman from Florida, from the Gator Nation, Kat Cammack.
Interesting. I don't understand what we're watching.
Come on up here, Kat.
I'm up here.
Man, y'all check this dress out.
They can't see it. I'm 5'3" with T-Rex arms. They can't see this dress. The podium is as tall as I am.
If you could, she's too short. Y'all can't see the dress. Check it out later. Take a photo. Kat Cammack, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Byron. And yes, I am 5'3" with T-Rex arms. So yes, this podium is about my height. Thank God I am not wearing heels like Speaker Emeritus Pelosi. I'd probably fall over. But this has been a great dinner. I'm not sure whose idea it was to serve the stringiest, choppiest green salad. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Catherine, do I have something in my teeth? Anymore, you can't be too careful. I mean, with this weather, it's a little dry, got the boogers in the nose, you know? I stapled my dress earlier today, might have a wardrobe malfunction. Nancy Mace calls that her outfit for the day. Oh, we're gonna have so much fun. Twitter is gonna be off the chain. And seriously, if you all start talking and the glasses start tinkling or whatever it is, you know at weddings that's like the sign for kissing or whatever? Reese Gorman's back there just itching for someone to make out with his face. And it's not the girl next to him. He keeps looking to the guy next to him like, yeah. Is that David Valadeo sitting next to you? Oh shit. Well, you know, California, anything goes. But Susan, congratulations. What an incredible honor. Thank you. All the women in this room, we stand
I don't even know who these people
on
are
your
she's
shoulders.
talking
Thank
about.
you, thank you. Give it up for Susan. And Catherine, wonderful introduction. Yes, I do hail from the great free state of Florida. It is, in fact, the state where all of your constituents are moving. I love it when people shit on Florida because I just say, okay, 2,000 a day. They just keep on coming. And Byron, thank you for that wonderful, beautiful speech. I appreciate you. Many of you in this room know that Byron and I are congressional best friends. He considers baby Augie his little niece. And it's pretty impressive though, Byron. I mean, you, especially in this affordability crisis, as the media here in the room would call it, you were paying 3 rents. I don't know how you do this, man. You got your place in Naples, Florida, you got your place up here in DC, and then you got the room at Fox News. And you managed to do it while holding down 2 jobs. He is running for governor of Florida. And, yeah, give it up, man. The next governor of Florida right there. Yeah. I appreciate the tiger blood energy in the back. Thank you. Note to the waitstaff, please stop serving them. She's like, oh, and that's a Republican. You're missing my joke up. But no, we have the next governor of Florida, but also your second job, I guess you should say it's your first job, is representing the 19th district in Florida. You, sir, are single-handedly bringing down the unemployment rate in the African American community. Congratulations. Oh, stop it. AP down here is like, oh my God. It's fine, he laughed. Jeez. Calm down. But I am thrilled to be with y'all. Truly honored to be standing amongst a bunch of, well, media and distinguished members of Congress. Everyone outside of Washington, D.C. calls us leakers or leeches. I'll let you decide which one you are. But seriously, it is incredible to be with you all. I mean, I look around the room, I see so many incredible colleagues and folks that have just been history makers. I mean, for goodness sakes, we have Speaker Nancy Pelosi here with us tonight. I saw Jamie Raskin over there, no surprise, with MSNBC, shocker. I saw Buddy Carter was here earlier, Lucy. Hank Johnson, is your table gonna tip over? Careful now. I've seen a couple others. I see Beth Van Dyne, Rich McCormick. There's so many folks in here. I mean, gosh, the list goes on and on. Wesley Hunt. Just kidding. They make it too easy, honestly. But it really is an incredible room of distinguished individuals. But honestly, you'd be hard pressed to find a room that's more out of touch. I mean.
Oh, it's like a roast?
Well, I mean, think about it. I mean, we did have the Grammys a few days ago, so I mean, maybe we come in second on that one. But speaking of the Grammys and media, I have to say I am sorry about your colleague, Don Lemon, the journalist, not the dish soap. My dish soap doesn't lie when it goes down the drain. Again, the AP is like, mm-mm. But I will admit, coming up here doing comedy, it's a little nerve-wracking, and I am nervous. But not nearly as nervous as my Spanx was when I pulled it out of the drawer tonight. Thankfully, weather like this, we can consider long underwear sexy, so it's great. But I am trying to channel my inner calmness, right? Kind of like Marco Rubio when he finds out that his next job is gonna be a backup dancer in Nicki Minaj's music video. It's like Anaconda Part 2, and he's like, what? Actually, I should say, ¿qué? But seriously, Byron, you talked about it, being a mom and the youngest Republican woman in the 117th. I don't know if I'm the youngest anymore. I don't feel it. But it is a tough gig, and any woman in this business, whether you're in Congress or you're in media, you know you're in a man's world, and it's tough. I was the 14th woman ever to give birth while serving in Congress. Thank you. And it changes you. I mean, no doubt, it absolutely changes you. Not nearly as much as it changed Mike Johnson when he walked in on me breastfeeding baby Augie in the ceremonial signing room. He was like, the room is yours, Kat. The man still can't look me in the eye to this day. It's great. Seriously, over there, MSNBC is losing their mind. They're like, she said breastfeeding, not chest feeding. Hey, I got a laugh out of AP. Miracles do happen. But as a new mom, I feel like I've pretty much graduated into a pro on a lot of things. Multitasking, handling things, being, in one place quickly. But I'm also super good at changing diapers, which makes me uniquely qualified to be the next United States Senator from the great state of Florida. Or Joe Biden's caretaker, either. Oh, that's the worst tonight, come on. But as was mentioned tonight, this dinner is 80 years old, so in fact, it is eligible to be a president in 2028. And it was mentioned that we are here in the fabulous Waldorf, which was the Trump Hotel, and you can see, you gotta give the man credit. President Trump did a wonderful job in building this and building it out and, decorating, and it's just been fabulous. He doesn't do anything small, nothing at all. Everything is always big. Like Mike Lawler, you do a fabulous impersonation of President Trump. He would say, you coming up on stage and getting on the mic when you're not even sitting up here, he'd be like, baby Mike, you're an asshole, okay? But he's super into the big things. You guys know this summer he is going to be hosting the first ever UFC fight on the White House lawn. That is going to be exciting. There hasn't been that much swinging at the White House since the Clintons were in office. Yeah, I was gonna go there. And Nancy, I'm sorry, Speaker Pelosi, you brought up that today is in fact the day that George Washington was elected president in 1789. I was so impressed that you knew that, because I just honestly was taken aback, but then I remembered you knew that because you were there. Oh, Jesus. Twitter is firing off right now. I know it. But I still can't just shake the idea or the image. Can you guys imagine that UFC fight is like getting ready to go down on the White House lawn? Look over at Marco Rubio. He is sweating bullets, praying that not a single fighter pulls out. He's like, oh, shit. Right? Oh, that man has like 17 jobs. It's amazing. But the Clintons, they're in the news a little bit this week. Actually, a lot this week. And I had so many Hillary Clinton jokes. My staff had emailed me a bunch, but just like her emails, they disappeared. Please let the record reflect that I am not suicidal. See, Mike's laughing. Mike's laughing. He's enjoying it. Are you drinking? No, you're Mormon. Is that water? Are you sure? You good? You're leaning. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know, but just, speaking of drinking, though, Nancy Mace announced this week that she doesn't drink. Yeah, okay. We know that's bullshit. All of us in this room are like, okay. Oh, God. Yeah, that was the joke. I don't even know how to finish that one. But thank God y'all are starting to come alive a little bit. Madeline said, we're a little subdued, but that's okay, that's okay. We just needed to bring it up a little bit, get it a little bit higher, just elevate the standards a little bit, just, high like Nancy's stock portfolio, or high like Matt Gates' eyebrows, or high like Jerry Nadler's pants.
That kids, man.
I am so getting jumped when I leave this room, I know it. Listen, this is a formal event, and so, everybody's all gussied up, looking very good, very sharp. This is nice. Seeing everybody. Sarah Jacobs from the great state of California, you look very beautiful tonight. Yeah. Everybody looks very, that was a very nice, like Nancy Pelosi. See, I got a golf clap for you. But it's crazy because, you know, we've come through this crazy weather. It's been a really long couple of months. We had the shutdown, and it was kind of reminding me a little bit about COVID when everybody just kind of like was in the sweatpants. That was the thing. So everybody's like really looking sharp tonight. But for the ladies, you know what that meant. Like you had to like bust out the Spanx. You had to like do your hair really, really nice. And for me, it meant I had to shave my legs for the first time in 6 months. And I didn't know that long hair on your legs could be that long. It was deeply uncomfortable. This guy right here, he's just all like deeply, deeply uncomfortable right now. Like you kind of remind me of Bill Gates at a pharmacy. I'm gonna let that one sit for a minute. Think real hard about what's come out this week. Okay, all right. But lately, politics feels a lot less like public service and more like a group chat that nobody wants to be in. I honestly don't know what people want to leave more, Congress or Politico. Hey. Dude, are you blushing? Now who's the uncomfortable one? Folks, I don't want to take too much time up here because I know that, as Byron said, everybody's looking forward to an after party. So at the risk of sounding like Cory Booker, I'm not going to hang out up here for too long. I just want to say thank you for your graciousness tonight, and congratulations to Miss Susan Page for an incredible acknowledgement and award of her years of service. This has been a lot of fun, and you guys have been great, great sports. You have been most welcoming to Republicans, which is unusual. Almost as welcoming as Mike Waltz in a Signal chat. Thank you and good night.
Thank you to our headliners. Thank you to our awardees.
What was it?
Thank you for being here tonight. Enjoy the after party and be safe getting home.
Now she's hanging out with Pelosi, probably. Maybe on satellite. Pray, bro. I don't know if I feel like going or not. On here. Asian guy's leaving. Oh, the Asian guy leaves, it's over. See that? See? They're in control of things, aren't they? Asians are in control of everything. It's not the Jews after all. This is what Joe's got. He drove all the way to Portland to cover this. Interesting. $2,100 to cover this show.
The guy that I was in the middle of talking about something.
Right here. Right here.
What are we even doing here?
I don't know. I found him. I was around.
An Inglewood mother's outraged after a daycare worker right there threw a shoe at her autistic 5-year-old daughter. An Inglewood mother's outraged after a daycare worker right there threw a shoe at her autistic 5-year-old daughter. That whole thing was caught on camera. Our Nick Garcia is live in Inglewood with the story. You'll
See the 5-year-old dressed in orange to the right of your screen. Now pay close attention to the woman in the light-colored sweater. You see her take off her shoe and hurl it at the child, hitting her ear. She immediately starts crying.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to actually hit you.
Broke my heart. I couldn't believe it. The other people that have seen the video are like, wait a minute, is this fake? No, this is real. Why would you throw a shoe at a child?
The child's grandmother and aunt spoke with us on behalf of her mom, who was understandably shaken. The family is also shocked that there were 2 other employees in the room when the incident happened. Both failed to report it.
How do you see a kid be abused and not take action? How do you not speak up? The video shows me, their reaction shows me that they were comfortable in what they did.
Fox 11 has confirmed with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department that there is an open investigation, but no arrests have been made. We also went to the daycare center looking for answers.
This is not a representation of my school. It's a representation of a bad hire.
Williams says all 3 women seen in the video have been fired, and she reported the incident to the state child care licensing program.
It's not what we stand for. We don't approve of abuse. I've been doing this for too long. I have a heart for kids. I love what I do. I love children.
The family says they want charges to be brought against the 3 women in hopes they'll never be allowed to work with children again.
People send their children to daycares and to schools thinking that our children are safe, that they'll be protected, they'll be loved, they'll be treated with kindness. And in this video, that did not display that at all.
It's wild how the one chick starts laughing in the background.
Again, the Sheriff's Department only able to confirm to us that an active child abuse investigation is ongoing, but this whole thing certainly making the family wonder about what else could have happened on that woman's watch. Live in Inglewood, I'm Nick Garcia, Fox 11 News.
Come on. Maybe.
Was beautiful, because what happened next
BCP's out there too. There's like 2 streamers in Portland right now. Half the people there. Streamers. up. Now, the news has dried up. They probably had some leaflet that told them all to be there this week, past weekend, back next weekend. Days later, hot in here. It's almost 85 degrees. That's why I'm just like 29.8 Celsius. $85.6 or I gotta go. Bring it out, y'all. See you again real soon. Try to stay alive. Whatever you do. Just keep breathing. Never. Don't forget. Just keep breathing.
Okay.